Hey guys, and welcome to the live stream. And let me just do some settings before I move on. Okay, so it's Thursday night, and here in Singapore we are going to celebrate the public holiday tomorrow. So tomorrow is Friday, so it's going to be a public holiday for us. So to my Muslim friends, Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri. To my non-Muslim friends, just enjoy the holidays. And here I'm actually having my countdown. We are only left with 81 days to the final submission to GBWC. So hopefully I'm able to finish the modification by somewhere in August, so that I can start doing the painting by then. Okay, so this week I'm working on the back skirt, and originally this is how it looks like. Okay, and now this is roughly how it looks like. So I did a few cutting and scribing, minor key bashing and stuff. I'll go through with you guys very quickly. Then I will move on to what I'll be doing for today, which is actually this piece here. Okay, so let me just remove some of the pieces. Okay, so basically these two pieces itself, right, I just added one blah strip. Okay, I cut out this section here, which I'll go through with you guys later. You can see there's a small little magnet piece here. Okay, and some simple scribing to show the panel itself. Onto the sides. Okay, again, some panels that was scribed during the last video. Okay, some details added into the hollow portion. Originally I wanted it to be going around it, but I think it's for now good enough if I were to just put it there like this. I didn't want to spend too much time working on that detail, and then forgo, the time can be spent better on some other areas as well. So here I'll be adding some minor details around the vents, not today, maybe tomorrow or the day after. And I added some small little details here, which will be used at a later portion. Okay, just to simple scribing, okay, for me to add more details later on. Onto the bottom part, earlier in the older video, I mentioned that there are certain things that I want to cut it out and make it like an open panel, but I decided that the sides are a little bit too much if I were to expose the panel out. So I actually cut the bottom, because no one actually see the bottom, correct? I mean, we do the details, but no one will actually go underneath and take a look at it, unless you have a mirror at the bottom, but still is quite unseen. So what I actually did here was I actually cut it out, and I placed some magnets at the bottom. Okay, currently these two pieces are also using magnets, so they are actually movable. At the same time, they are able to stick on easily. Okay, these extra details here is currently using glue tack. Okay, I haven't glued it on yet. I plan to glue it on after I paint it, so glue tack will be sufficient for now. Yeah, just stick it on. Okay. So it acts as a portion where you can just drop out. It can be a landing gear, or it can just be an open panel. So the reason why I want to do it at the bottom is because from the side view, you can actually see that there's something coming out. So you know, you don't not necessarily need to go underneath the nightingale to actually see the details. So with that, you know, you can actually see the details already. But if I were to do from the side panel, you can also still see the details, but it will be a bit too overwhelmed if I have too many open panels. Okay, so next is actually this portion here, which I'll be working on today. I have already do some scribing, so I'll be following up with more details. I won't be doing too much details here, just subtle enough so that I can move on to the next piece. Mainly because also the body will be blocking most of the things here. So I want to do just enough for this piece. Okay, and for the side here, I will, like I mentioned in the other video as well, I'll be using this piece here to actually do some modification. Certain things will need to be cut, so I will be doing it either in this video or maybe in another time, looking at the time that I have for tonight. Okay. So I'll be putting this aside and then I'll move on to the main piece for tonight. Whew. Okay. Yeah, more sanding. Okay, just sanding off the nuts only, so still okay. Yeah, I wanted to add a bit of details. I'm not too sure if the camera is able to capture it. So I wanted to capture these subtle details here, and I'll be making use of the metal stencil. So I already did some measurements before the live feed, and I think it's just nice that you should be able to be balanced or symmetrical. these few days the weather is very hot. I think I can sweat quite a few kg off just doing this in my room. It's very humid. Okay, so one side is done. I'm going to remove it. Okay, I'm going to again use my chisels to follow through the lines, make it deeper. Try to see if I can add any further detail. Okay, so I might be able to draw one line across. Okay, I'll do that later on. Let me just draw over. Okay, I need to send it down first. Was the sensor mine sometimes hard to get both sides accurate? I think that one you got to be quite precise with your measurement. Try to see if you can see the lines. It's a bit not able to focus. Okay, but you can see from the highlight around the edges how it looks like. Okay, I'll be drawing over to the other side. Later I will explain to you about the stencil, how you can actually use it to do the measurement. Hopefully it will help you out. Okay. Trying to block off the lights. So hard to get it. Can't take it. I've on the aircon already. Okay, so let me just find a piece of paper and then I will share with you about the stencil. Okay, so I'm not too sure if the stencil that you're using is the same as mine, but usually some of the stencils don't really have much of a measurement. You really need to make use of the edges that come with it. Chocolate fondue. Hopefully not. Okay, so the stencil that I'm using, I think is from Inola. I can't remember if the brand name is this. Okay, so for example, right, usually I make use of the height as a guide, or even the edges here to as a ruler, or basically to. Oh wait, I think you cannot see it in the light itself. Okay, so you can actually use the edges to align with your model kit, and then maybe you can actually scribe it like that. Okay, the other thing to measure, right, is that for this brand of stencil, inside there is actually all these small little teeth. Okay, I didn't go in to measure the teeth and see how what's the width of it, but I'm just guessing it's maybe about 1 mm. So you can also use that as a unit to measure. So for example, if I have this original piece here and the side of it, okay, it's just an example, okay, something like that. So when I actually do the measurements, right, I can actually see how much unit am I actually scribing. So if I find that the stencil, maybe the stencil have 5, so it's going to be like this. So I most probably won't be using that particular stencil. I might find something that is only have 3, or the other way is I will maybe it's hard because we can't cut the stencil, but most probably I'll find another stencil to replace it, but at least I know if I have 3 here, I can have another 3, then it will be symmetrical, and this extra one I can actually do with some other details as well, so it's part of your planning. Even if it's 5 or whatnot, I think it's still okay, because more importantly is what kind of design do you want, so make use of whatever details or details, point, edges that the stencil have, and just make use of it to help you with the measurement. For me, when I do my scribing, my panel line, I usually make use of the edges or the corners or the points. Then I will usually use that for my detailing. Okay, so next part, actually the sides. I want to try to actually scribe some details there. Yeah, it's around 1 mm. I haven't really taken the ruler out, but looking at from it, it looks like it's 1 mm. Okay, so what I want to do here is scrap out the panel line, okay, that I drawn, not very obvious. Okay, so I'm using my hobby knife here to assist me with this line. Okay, I'll go over it with a chisel later on. Okay, usually for the sides, because it's so thin, the surface is so small, I will just use the hobby knife to assist to cut the line across. Just try not to slant your hobby knife, if not your line will be crooked, not slant, not straight. Okay, then gently just go over it with your chisel. Okay, you can also use a hobby saw, the Hasegawa saw to help you. Okay, so here basically I want to make use of my stencil again to scrap out the details there. Okay, I thought I need my vernier caliper, but there's no need for that. Okay, the line that I just cut is not perfectly straight, it's a bit slanted. So let's see if I can fix it with my hobby knife. Okay, I'm not so worried about this line that is not straight because I actually plan to widen up the line, so it might actually help me reduce the problem. Okay, so I want to connect this edge down to this portion here. Okay, let's send this down. Here onto the other side. Okay, so today I think the progress is quite well. I think mainly because I already roughly know what I want to do. So just go straight and just scrap out the details. Not like the other day where we have to think about just put a thing there and think about how to get things done. Okay, next what I want to do here is something like that, something very simple. Okay, and I want to see if I have any stencil for that. If not, I will have to use the guiding tape to help me out. Okay, this might be a bit too small. This is interesting. I might be able to use that later. Okay. 0.9, 0.9, 0.7, 0.5, 0.7. Okay, this is just nice. Okay, I cut out the stencil mainly because I did some measurement and this will sit down here perfectly. So I'll be using some clear tape again to stick it on, and then I'll be scribing out the whole edges and the details inside here as well. Okay. Okay, so I did some very gentle scribing. The parts are actually very small. I can't really scribe to all the edges out, so enough for me to do the scribing without the stencil now. Yeah, should be. Tomorrow is public holiday then. Unless somebody have to work on a public holiday. Wow. What are you working as, Vincent? How come public holiday also have to work on? OPS and see. Ops. I thought it was like oops. Ops. Okay. Okay. Still have a bit of time. I can still do a bit more. Usually, just a good habit is that because I got so many things lying around, every time I finish scribing something, I will actually cover up my chisel. I don't want again to take risk and break it by accident. Okay, so I'm going to keep the stencils. I don't think I'll be using them for now. I'll be using other stencil maybe. Okay, so I saw this stencil just now. This kind of like steps, and I'm wondering how to use it. I don't know if I can actually use it here. I'm going to try. Because what I want is actually two small little dots here. I can actually make use of the previous stencil I used earlier. Let me see, just want to try first before I do anything. is not suitable, be aside. Okay, so I'm done with this piece. I could actually add a bit more detail, but that's it for now. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, we are at 1 hour. We can actually do a little bit more. I'm very tempted to do a few more things. I'll leave the extra thoughts that I have for tomorrow. I want to move on to some other parts. Okay, let's see. How am I going to do this? Can put it like that. Yeah, I know that I want to make use of this detail, but I have no idea which direction do I want it to be at this point of time. I guess I will most probably stick with this direction. Oops, keep dropping off. Something like that. Okay, but before I do that, I actually need to remove the pegs here. So with my sonic cutter, here I'll be cutting them off. You get it from Japan. If you want to get it locally, actually it's very expensive. It's roughly about another $100 more than what you can get from Japan. The only issue is that there's no warranty. Okay, locally at least there's some warranty, and I'm not too sure about the you actually need a step down transformer to help you so that you can actually use the sonic cutter. And there are actually two types of not say two types but two versions of the sonic cutter. The older one, which is the gray one that I'm actually using, the newer one, which comes in white and black. I think the newer one, we might not need a step down transformer. Step down transformer costs about maybe 20 to 30 bucks. You can actually get it from Home Fix. But otherwise, if you need a sonic cutter, my suggestion is you can try online shop like Ami, that's where I get it from. I don't know if Hobby in Japan have them, or the 199.com or something. I don't know if they have it as well, so you got to try search for it. I got it many years ago when I happened to buy quite a few stuff from Ami before, all the Koto parts and stuff like that. zoids and things like this. And then I have quite a lot of credits, so I actually use the credits to offset some of my purchase for the sonic cutter. So I think the price was around 300 at the time. I got it for maybe about 200 plus. But you really need to take good care of your sonic cutter. If you misuse it, mistreat it, let it overheat and stuff, it's actually very hard to get it back to the working condition, because there's no one to ask for help. Okay, if you have to go to Japan as well, the sonic cutter have quite a few other blades that you can purchase. Things like there's a hook type where you can actually hook those things that are inside here. For example, you don't need to use your knife blade to actually cut it out. Around 350. 350 is actually still okay. Is it locally or what? Oh, so 350 is USD. If it's not, then actually you can consider it. I mean, you really need to think carefully if the purchase of this tool, are you going to use it very often, or just occasionally or seldom? I use it quite I use it almost like every build that I do. There's so much modification going on, so much cutting going on. It will save me a lot of time. I mean, if you are not using a sonic cutter and you are doing modification, I think I can understand what the pain that you are going through, man. Using your hobby knife or your saw to just cut, or using the drill to drill out certain lines before cutting it. Yeah, but you must know the sonic cutter will actually melt your plastic, so you won't have a clean cut. And not only that, it's hard for you to get straight lines. Not like the hobby saw. Once you scrap up the line, you can use your hobby saw to scrap along the guidelines, and it's actually quite straight, so long as you don't go off course. But for this sonic cutter, it's very easy for you to go off course because there's no guide. You can try using a metal ruler to help you. Okay, so I think I can do something like that. I might be adding a small little magnet to help me with the attachment. At first I thought that this bag can actually fit in nicely, but maybe I cut it way too much, and now it's a little bit loose. So I think I need a small magnet to help me with the attachment point. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to use some blue tack for now. Then see how it looks like once I attach it on. Okay, so I guess that's it for tonight. Yeah, I think I'll be continuing some of the work again tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for tonight, man. I'll see you guys again maybe on a Saturday evening. So again, thanks for. So that's it. Thank you.